Okay, morning Year 7s. In this image we want to create a Frida Kahlo style diary entry, which you've seen in the images on the PowerPoint, but we're going to do it around the theme of COVID-19, coronavirus, and some of the themes around that. So I want you to think about how you can do that. I'm going to give you an example here. So in my image I've already started with a drawing, so I thought, well, what things am I thinking about at the moment? And I'm thinking about the health workers and their protection and whether they're being protected or not. And I was also thinking about the idea that, we know how coronavirus affects your breathing. So I thought, well, maybe I could bring in some of those things together to create a Frida Kahlo style diary entry. So with that in mind, you can see in this drawing here, we might be able to see, should be able to see that there's a couple of things going on. I was thinking, the first thing I did was I started to draw the face masks, and then I was creating little faces, quite simple kind of faces around that. And in that sort of Frida Kahlo style, I made them quite circular. So they're not realistic, they're almost like dream-like faces. But the mouth mask and shield was something that I was really focusing on, and then I decided to put words into those like breathe or breath or air, and I did a few of those around the page. And then I started thinking about lungs, because we're thinking about breathing, and of course the lungs is the apparatus we use for breathing, and I was thinking, well, how could we bring that in? So I decided I just typed in lungs, the word lungs, onto the internet, did a search, found images of the lungs, and we found from that all the beautiful kind of shapes and airways that we see within the lungs. And I used that. It almost looks like a tree. If you were to do a search yourself and look at the images of the inside of a lung, it's almost like an upside down tree. You see all these beautiful shapes, almost like branches and coming out. So I decided to draw that all the way through the image. And that's what you see there. So that's all drawn in pencil. The next stage from that, what I'm going to start doing this now, is you start going over that in black. So a black felt tip pen, bringing out all the things that we see from the image, the shapes that we see with black outline. Okay, so I'm going to start doing that now, and I'm just going to pause the video so you can see later on how that gets on.